Hey everyone, welcome to the broadcast. My name is Jai Gobind and this is your channel for grace. And we have Jason from Ray of Light Tarot. So excited to have you here today. Jason, my name is Jai Gobind and this is your
Hey.
I'll turn that up.
Thank you, Jai. Oh yeah, we have a little echo, don't we?
There we go. Say that again. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hey guys, thank you, Jai. It's great to be here with you as well. Thank you guys for welcoming me. I love you, Jai, and I love doing this with you whenever we're able. And I appreciate your patience as I've been kind of getting back with the program. So thank you.
I know. And sorry for being a little bit late. We're just like getting things going. We're both feeling a little bit under the weather. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Recovery mode. Yeah.
Yeah. We're so glad that you guys are here. Thank you for being here in this broadcast. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And those of you guys that have subscribed today because of Jason's announcement, thank you so much for doing that. Give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell as well. So I'm seeing Danny's in here. How's it going? Jane,
hey, Danny. Hey, Joanie.
Moderating.
Joanie's here. Yay. Thank you for moderating, Danny. We appreciate you.
Tim, Heather, Starseed, Libra, Light, Joan is in here. Thank you.
Yes, Joanie.
Would you like to moderate?
Joanie.
Do you want to moderate?
Joanie's a great moderator.
Yeah, I'm gonna add you, Joan. Cool. And then there's Jason. Nancy, how are you?
Present.
Nicole.
Hey, Nancy. Welcome. Good to see you.
Christina. So it's cool because we have this like new way of going live, so you guys won't see like any kind of delay or anything like that. So I'm so freaking excited about that. You have no idea how much I was like driving me crazy.
I think it's awesome. Yeah, that was a little frustrating to and probably for the viewers it was kind of wacky to deal with.
So
I'm really stoked you got that fixed.
Yeah, me too. Oh God, I love it. And then so the way that's going to work tonight, let's raise the vibe up. That's right, Tim. We're going to do some donation readings, intuitive readings, and for $10 minimum. And what you can do is if you scroll up to the chat, you'll see there's a link. Here we go. Nicole's the first one. Thank you so much for donating. It's PayPal.
Cool. Thanks, Nicole.
Yeah, it's paypal.me/
Flip us a question.
yoga. And then once you donate, since you were the first one, Nicole, go ahead and ask your question so we can get started.
And thank you to Danny and Joanie and our moderators as we get as if it gets a little going, if you guys for helping us so much. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. And Carol, I got you down. Thank you for donating. All right, here we go. Okay, so Nicole, feel free to post up your question and then we'll let you know, Carol, when just have your question ready, you guys. As we start to get donations in, just make sure that you guys have your question ready to post it in the chat so that
we want to get as many of your questions as we can in sort of a short period of time. So thank you guys for sort of being prepared to throw the questions at us.
Hey, Sarah. And then Heather is third. Thank you for that donation. So Nicole says, what does Spirit want me to know?
Okay.
What does Spirit want me to know? If you guys have specific questions, I think those are like really good because we've got both of us here. Really dive into these like very specific questions.
I agree with Jai. Here's the thing that I always tell people is like, general questions are going to get general answers. Specific questions are going to get specific answers. So if you want specific information, it can definitely come through, but you've got to be more specific with your question.
Yeah.
Now,
and
there's nothing wrong with your question, Nicole. That's fine. If you really want like general guidance from Spirit.
I was going to say,
you want to know something specific.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sometimes even I'm like really open to just like receive a message. So
Absolutely.
I get the question and I ask that question a lot as well. So nothing wrong with it. Just wanted to make sure if you guys do have a question, we'll see what comes up. So,
right. Just be aware is what we want you to be aware that's kind of how it works with like the generals versus specifics. But whatever you want, it's up to you. It's your time, your dime.
All right, here we go. So I'm using, there's a few, I have all Oracle decks tonight.
Oh, cool. Well, I've got, I'm using, I think I actually will use my traditional tarot, the vice versa, but I'm also going to kind of go to the Dreams of Gaia deck as well. Because I just am feeling that affinity for Dreams of Gaia. She's so pretty.
Thank you, Nicole. She says, just general, please. And she also says that she did a love question last time. So
gotcha.
Okay, sounds good.
We can do that. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to say a quick intention if you don't mind while we shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Source. Thank you for allowing Jai and I to intuitively hit off of one another and get accurate and clear messages and healing guidance for the people who come in and seek help from Spirit. Thank you, Archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel for being patrons and for assisting us in these readings tonight. What's the message for Nicole from Spirit?
Thank you, Rebecca. I got you. Okay. And Christina. How's it going, Christina? Hey, Advin.
Hey, Adrian. Hey, Advincito. Advin, thank you so much. Advin did the thumbnail for our video. And
yeah.
Jai and I just love it. He did a great job. Thank you so much for your help, Bubba. Ooh, Nicole, we got a good one for you, Nicole. Major Arcana came out for you.
Nice. Go ahead.
Yeah,
you can start.
On the vibe. So yeah. So Nicole, you've got the Major Arcana card that came out for you is the Fool. Now, just really quickly, guys, just generally speaking, the Fool card, this is the first in the Major Arcana. It's the number 0 card because the Fool actually represents the soul before it takes human form. So it's literally, it's all hope and no manifestation yet. So the Fool is sort of just nothingness. That's why it's the number 0 card. It represents nothing yet, but everything that is potentially could be. And so Spirit, when I look at this card, and this is the vice versa deck, so there are 2 sides, unlike with most traditional tarot. So on this side, this is Twilight and there's a shooting star. What this is saying to me for you, Nicole, specifically, is Spirit wants you to know that, you know, right now the potential for your life to take sort of a magical trajectory is right there. It's right within your grasp. And all you have to do to see that is to believe it and just really, you know, be open to Spirit at this time and really be open to the guidance that's coming through for you. Because I feel like you've got amazing, you know, communication coming through from interdimensional beings, whether you refer to them as angels, aliens, or anything in between. There is communication coming through that's magical and really to educate you and to sort of confirm to you your soul path, your purpose, and you know that you kind of are like that shooting star. Follow that guidance, and you know, just remember that you didn't come here to be mediocre. You didn't come here to you know, just kind of not fulfill things. The universe is benevolent, and this universe that we are so fortunate to be a part of, guys, wants us to have our heart's desires. Did you know that? This universe actually wants those desires of your heart to come true. And it's waiting for you to co-create and cooperate with it to make them come true. It's pretty cool.
That's
pretty
beautiful.
Cool stuff.
That's beautiful. Thank you guys for the donations. I have been writing your names down, so don't worry. And Nicole, from the Work Your Light Oracle cards, you got the Don't Dim to Fit In. So along with like
nice.
emerging journey that you're about to go on, the universe says, on top of that, like shine really bright.
Yeah.
It's like a time for you to like step into your power. Cause I feel like you got this journey that's beginning, but there's infinite possibilities. Well, now the universe says, well, it's time for you to shine really bright.
Wow. Jai, I feel like these 2 cards coming out for Nicole are so they just really vibe with each other, and there was just no coincidence here. These cards came out with such purpose for her. And you know, that shooting star the side of the Fool that came out with that shooting star just so goes with the card that you got for her as well. So
yeah,
really clear.
Exciting. It's really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, Nicole, I hope you're excited. I'm excited, and these cards aren't for me. I feel this energy. I mean, wow, just really amazing. So start manifesting, or continue manifesting, because this universe wants you to fulfill the deepest desires of your heart.
Yeah.
And wants to help you do it.
Oh man. Yeah, she says fitting message. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. So Carol posted her question, so I'm going to read it for us. Thank you, Joan. Carol says, there is a strong spiritual connection with someone who's already in a relationship. Have only been intimate once, as it looked like their relationship was over. Do you have any guidance?
Okay. So you have a connection with somebody that is in another situationship, but you were intimate with them because you were under the impression that relationship or situationship was over anymore, but it's not.
But it's not. Okay.
Okay. What's the guidance for her in this?
All right.
All right. So here's what we've got for you from the traditional vice versa tarot. You got the Strength card. And this is how you would normally see the Strength card in traditional tarot. Most of you would recognize this as what it looks like. However, this is the vice versa deck, and the side that it came out on is this side. So this side's a little different than most people are used to seeing. And what I love about the vice versa deck is the major arcana will have the major arcana that it is, and then it'll have a little piece of another major arcana to sort of lead you in a direction. So in this Strength side of the Strength card, it's also got the Devil card present. So you see the divine masculine and feminine embodied by the woman here with the infinity symbol, and the masculine is embodied by the lion, and they're facing down the devil together. So, you know, the interesting thing here is the Strength card alone in and of itself speaks to me a lot about balance and sort of taming that beast within. And then when you look at it from this aspect, the Devil card is all about temptation and the battle between the spirit and the flesh. It reminds me of the saying, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. So I feel like that's sort of the message for you regarding, you know, what's happened. Don't beat yourself up spiritually over this. You know, it happened, it's over. And it's not like there was, I think intention is so important in these circumstances. And right now the intention is clear. The intention is for you to find balance here, to tame not just to tame the inner beast, but to tame the inner judge who's judging your judge, and stop judging yourself harshly for things that, you know, maybe you weren't aware of at the time, and recognize the fact that when you're in balance, you can face down some of the darkest energies and you will conquer them. Okay. Your light will conquer those energies. Okay. That's what I get from this.
That's beautiful. I mean, these cards. So the first card that you got is the Thunder Drum. The drum is used for ceremony. It's used for like going deep. It's used for like going on journeys, like visual journeys. And so I think this is definitely the universe telling you it's time for you to dive deep into like, what is it that you truly want? Is this what you truly want? Go on a journey, like travel to where you want to go and see what the universe kind of brings up for you. And the second card that you got is from the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Is the No card. I mean, pretty clear message. It says wait, postpone, pause, say no. So it's like the strength, right? That takes strength to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what else, Jai, I feel strongly, and I'm going to hold this up again as I mention this, what Jai just read with the thunder drum and then the no card. So there's such like a tendency, not only like I was mentioning earlier, that we can be our own worst or harshest critics.
Yeah.
But at the same time as you've got the clear no coming through, you've also got that thunder drum. And to me, I'm just feeling like the beat in your chest of just like your spirit just wanting to break through and stop judging yourself, stop giving yourself a hard time. Don't stifle your own spirit, especially based on mistakes of your past that really weren't mistakes. They were just course corrections. Okay.
Oh, love that. Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome, Carol. So Heather is next. If you would like to put up your question, Heather, I'm not sure if you already put it, but
thank you, Heather.
Put it up. And thank you guys for donating. If you want a reading, make a minimum $10 donation to paypal.me/Eagle Star Yoga. And me and Jason will split that. So you're supporting both of us as you do these donations. And we really
thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to read, Jai, I'm going to go ahead and read Heather's question. I see it here.
Yeah.
So Heather says she's looking for relationship guidance and she's open. Okay. 41 here, guys. She's open and looking for a soulmate and a partner. She hasn't been able to really connect with those that she's met so far. And she's wondering what the universe needs to tell her. Okay. So basically you're like, where is he? Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay.
So she wants to know about the soulmate and where the connection is. I will tell you, Heather, as I'm waiting for the right card to come out, a great lesson I've learned in my life, and it took me a long time to learn this lesson, is sometimes your focus on something can block it from happening. So if you're really focused on finding your soulmate, that may be the thing you need to stop focusing on. Like just focus on everything but the soulmate. And that might allow the soulmate to kind of flow in really easily. Sometimes when I know that it's very counterintuitive, especially as Americans, we're taught about hard work and, focusing on something and putting in the effort, but definitely sometimes in these type of energetic or spiritual journeys, it's actually the opposite. The hard work can be very counterintuitive to what you're trying to accomplish. And sometimes the most important work is actually not hard. It's easy. It's just flowing and letting go.
I love that.
And you got the star card on this side, which is kind of epic.
Yeah, I love that. Oh my God.
Yeah, right. Like, so guys, this is the way the star card normally, looks. And this side is so epic. Now, normally I don't read from the book, but I always do when it comes to the star card, because the message, like the first time I read the stars message from this book, it literally brought tears to my eyes. And I think it's so important that you hear this, because I feel like you may be doubting a little bit with, not finding that person, that soulmate, whether, you have that destiny in store. And I want you to hear this message really loud and clear. Okay. And here's what it is. The star is a card of hope, even in the depths of despair. Come what may, the stars will keep shining. The ibis and the acacia are both signs of healing bestowed by the gods. Whatever your beliefs are, renew your faith and your trust. Your destiny is written in the stars, and indeed, you yourself are made of stardust. And there's this last little part here for this side specifically that came out for you. A breakthrough is coming for you, more powerful than you imagined or dared to hope. Everything is falling into place. Harmony is being restored. Your task now is to receive the flowing blessings with a thankful heart. When you heed the calling of your highest self, you can expect miracles. So I just don't think that needs any more explanation. I think that pretty much is the message. Wow. Basically, just trust. It's really about trust, and not only trust, but you can expect miracles. I mean, expect it. So
wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah. From the native spirit, you got two cards. One of them is the offerings card. So it's like the universe is offering something to you, and at the same time it's asking you, what can you offer in return? And that's like that essence of being in gratitude for what you have right now. for everything that what are you grateful for? What do you feel good about? Those are the things that you should focus on. The more you focus on those things, the more you will bring in more of that, more gratitude, more like amazing things that happen in your life, just in general. And then the spirit keeper of the East, which is where the sun rises, right? It's like the beginning of a new journey. When it's like after the night, usually like what you refer to as the sun rising, it's like after a ceremony, everybody has kind of like a rough night, but then the light comes back, right? It's kind of like the start. It's like the hope comes back. We feel that like essence like returning, and we feel like really amazing and happy that we like made it through. So I think that there's definitely like beautiful things like coming to you right now, and it's really just a matter of you stepping into that place of gratitude to like let them finish coming in.
Yes, be in receptive mode.
Yes,
literally speak that. I am in receiving mode. I am ready and willing to receive what the universe has in store for me, what I have in store for myself, and I'm grateful. Stay grateful. It'll come right. It'll just when you least expect it.
Yes.
Trust me.
I love that message. Thanks, Heather. And Rebecca is next. If you have your question ready and you can put it up.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Awesome. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Danny. Gorgonzola. I'm with Danny.
All right, here we go. Rebecca's question. I started a new financial endeavor a few weeks ago involving investing. Will it be a decent stream of income? Good question. Okay.
Spirit, what's in store for Rebecca with this investment financially? Okay, so typically I would just pull one card, but 3 cards flew out very decisively, and I can see and I'm feeling a clear energy and message here for this. So what I see for you here is, so Rebecca, you got the 5 of Pentacles, okay, and then the 10 of Swords, and then the 2 of Cups. Whoa. In this twilight position. So it's a clear message. And I mean, this really makes sense when you think of how investments can work. So, it's going to start off slow. Like the 5 of Pentacles represents a feeling of being isolated or left out in the cold. So this is the investment when it's sort of in its early stages, where you just kind of have to ignore it for a while and let it be, right? There could be a drop. Sometimes things decrease in value, and so the 10 of Swords is a little painful, right? And so this is a long-term investment for you, and that's definitely what the 2 of Cups in the end here represents. The 2 of Cups is a soulmate reciprocal connection here, right? This is equal give and take, and this is the twilight side of it. So this is after a long period of time of growth. So but what this is a payoff, okay? And also at the bottom of my deck is the Hierophant card. Okay, so yes, it is going to pay off, but it's going to require you to be patient with this investment. And there are no quick fixes. This is not something that's going to be, an overnight sensation. This is definitely a long-term investment type of situation. And if you are able to stick it out and withstand a period of time of ups and downs, just like with most long-term investments, it's going to really pay off for you. That's what I see from this.
No, that's awesome. So the card that you got, I pulled a card from the Black Moon astrology cards, and pulled the 12th house, which says escape. So I'm not sure if that's like,
Uh-oh.
get out while you can. Or I want to read to you the description to see what deeper message comes through. So this means this is like the dissolving of boundaries. It's almost feels like a lack of definition. It's like being under the influence of something or someone, being a victim, seeing friends as enemies and enemies as friends, not having a clear sense of things, being lost in the fog and mist, glamour, falling under a spell, sleight of hand, being led. This sounds kind of like the 10 of Swords.
Yes.
A little bit, right?
So
yeah, go ahead.
So I just wanted to say, so Jai, don't you agree that clearly with these cards and definitely with that yours coming out, there's definitely going to be a period of time here that she needs to be prepared for this period of time that's going to definitely test the sort of staying power and ability to wait it out. I mean, that's why most people don't survive in the stock market, is because they don't stick it out long enough. They can't. They either can't or they don't, or they're afraid to. If you stick it out long enough in the stock market, you're usually going to do okay. It's that period of time where things start to look iffy. And you're definitely going to experience that with whatever this investment is. I mean, obviously we don't have all the facts here, but I can feel just from the energy in these cards. And I think Jai pretty much, I mean, it was kind of the escape card. Now, does that tell you to escape or to...
Right. And I think
just know that you're going to feel that, you're going to hear the siren, and you need to be prepared to just sort of withstand it. I feel like it's sort of withstanding it in the long run.
Yeah. But then right next to it, you get the circle of life. So it's like the energy of the circle of life is it's ongoing, it's continuous. And so I'm getting that same message of like, stick with it because it ebbs and flows.
Yeah. And long term, because these three cards did come out here. Long term, you've got the Two of Cups twilight position with that star right there. Like I said, there's always a piece of another card. Well, look, the star card is here. And remember what the star card we just read about it. It's pretty epic. Okay. So if you can withstand this, like Jai so eloquently put it, if you can withstand the ebbs and flows that may be a little painful or iffy, scary, it's going to turn out really, really well and abundant. So
yeah. No, that's awesome. Okay. Good luck.
Yeah.
So, Kaori, do you know Kaori? Do you know her? Do you know that person? Yeah. She said, I paid Jason's PayPal earlier. Can you still do my reading? I'm not
sure. Do you have a question? Are you asking about a personal reading from me, or are you wanting to do a question with us that you sent a donation for?
Yeah.
Obviously, she's asking a question for us if she's talking about it here in the chat. I didn't see the question.
And next is no, she didn't post a question. She just I
saw a message from her pop up on my notifications since we've been live, so I know she just messaged me about something.
Oh, okay.
I obviously couldn't check it.
She said for tonight. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, Kari, is I'm gonna add you to the list.
Yes, we'll definitely be glad to do the question for you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, and then so next we have Christina. And if you could put up your question, Christina, that would be amazing. Christina, who donated. I can't see last names, but if you could tell us, you know who you are. You're welcome, Rebecca.
Yeah, thank you, Rebecca. We appreciate you being here, and we appreciate you allowing us to do this for you. It's such a pleasure. Hey, Christina. Christina, I messaged you on WhatsApp earlier. Feel free to read
the question, yeah.
Take care of people with disabilities. Okay, Christina says, I take care of people with disabilities who I love, and lots of changes are happening at this job. So I'm stuck between leaving or sticking it out to see if it gets better. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to tell you about that. So that's obviously a difficult choice.
It makes me want to ask.
So she loves helping.
Is there something like, are you just ready to move on from it? Like, are you feeling this energy of ready to move on? Or is there something like you have to leave for a very specific reason? For some reason, I'm like, I want.
What did you say? And you said, Christina, that a lot of changes are happening, and she's stuck between leaving or sticking it out to see if things get better. So there's something that's very uncomfortable about the job right now. Obviously,
or maybe she's going through changes in her life.
She loves helping the people there and gets a lot of, reward from that. But there's something that's not so pleasurable about this situation right now.
Okay.
So let's see.
Okay, let's see. Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah. Do the pros outweigh the cons?
We've got exactly 33 people watching. That sounds fun. The Ascended Masters number.
Wow. Okay, I got a really clear message for you, Christina. I'm just going to go ahead and go, Jai, because it came right out. So we got the Tower card. And on this side, the Tower card also has pieces of the Chariot. I don't know if you can see the bottom, those two. That's from the Chariot, those two statues, or I don't even know what they are at this point. So the Chariot is all about movement, okay? Movement, change, moving on. And the Tower is about something coming down, right? So this message, I don't really even feel like there's anything intuitive about it, Christina. It seems pretty clear that there is not just the thing that it's about. So it's not to me saying anything about sticking it out so things change there because of the Chariot card being here. It's about moving on. And I think you're going to be happier doing that. There's probably, I think you already feel this intuitively yourself too. If the people that you're able to help is really the only thing that's keeping you there, you're going to find a place where you can help people and be happy, I think, at the same time. Yeah, I can tell you feel that. Yeah. So this is coming out as pretty clear guidance from Spirit to me.
Oh yeah, and this one too. So there's two cards that came up. You got the talking stick, which means you need to like speak it up, like say how you truly feel to whoever is the important person that needs to hear it. And then the second card is the freedom horse. So it's like it's time for you to be free of it, like to just run free, roam free, and then I mean, there's nothing but a positive message about the freedom horse. Like feels good, like it's a good feeling card. And then the horse is also connected to the Chariot. So it's almost like your ride is here, get on the horse and just like ride off.
Yeah, and I love that, Jai. And I want to just sort of second that as well and point out, Christina, with the Tower card here on this side, this is not a tower coming down on you like it is on this side. So don't be afraid of like something forcing you out. This is where the tower is being struck by lightning and you're getting in your Chariot and you're making the choice. You're autonomous. You're taking control over your destiny. So don't feel like this is happening to you. You're flowing. This is you listening and flowing the way you're supposed to flow before it gets to that point. So it feels good to me.
No, I love that. It feels good to me too. Yeah. It's like, you're gonna speak it out. You're going to say it and then you're going to be free and you're going to feel amazing.
Yep. Right. 100%.
Yeah. Cool, Christina.
Thank you, Christina.
Yeah. Thank you.
Check your WhatsApp.
Okay.
You probably already responded and I'm the one that needs to check it.
There was somebody who came in. So Monica, if you want a reading, it's a $10 minimum donation and you can send the donation to paypal.me/Eagle Star Yoga. And we do have a list going. Next is Danny. If you have your question ready, will you please put it up?
Danny, speak now or forever hold your peace. Just kidding.
He's excited.
He's excited for sure.
Pop, lock it, drop it. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord.
Thank you guys for being here, by the way.
Always.
Okay. Will me and my twin come into union and step into mission this spring and summer? Good question.
Can I ask you one piece to that, Danny? Since I did a reading for you a while back, are you and your twin in communication? I had to drop a twin read.
I was wondering.
You just had to do it. No, man. Okay, yeah. No communication. I'm sorry to hear that. I know that can be very painful. Okay. I just didn't know if anything had changed. Well, the good news about that connection, as you know, being on that journey, is the energy can shift suddenly and at any time. And what's going in one direction that wind can change, and you guys may be in a totally different place, before you know it. So, union, step into mission this spring and summer. And I hope, Danny, that you're not waiting on your twin to step into your mission.
Oh, he's definitely not.
I know. I'm just giving him a hard time. Okay, you've got the Chariot card.
Oh,
so there's some movement coming. There's definitely some movement coming here in this connection. And I feel sort of like, the what would we call those in that are dragging the chariot? What are they? I don't know. Okay, the women faces with the horse feet legs things. So I feel like the two of them kind of represent you and your twin in a sense, Danny, and that you're kind of both going in the same direction now. You're just not really like acknowledging each other as you do it. So like, yeah, it sucks probably not being in communication. It's kind of awkward or whatever, but you're both making changes. You're both growing spiritually at this point, and you're both heading in the same direction. I don't know who's awakened or who's not awakened or what, but there's definitely a momentum moving in a common direction here. So that's nice. And the card, the Chariot card is the card of Cancer. So that's the month of July-ish. So that's summertime. That's worth noting. Jai, what's going on?
Okay, so there's two cards that popped up. You got the Great Mystery. So it's almost like like trusting in the great mystery and like letting it all come together. And I know you
sweet baby Jesus.
But then you got the Awakening card. So that is actually pretty powerful. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, an integration. So this could be pointing towards the fact that maybe you're going to do some major integrating, not necessarily with her, or it could also point to the fact that you guys will be doing some kind of integration. And either way, it's integration either way. So what that means is you will come to some kind of understanding of like why it's all happening, or you guys will together come into some kind of understanding, and that's how it'll all get like integrated. But it's like, trust the great mystery, and the awakening is definitely happening.
Yeah. I just feel like you guys are really a lot more aligned than maybe you recognize right now as I look at this card. Like there seems to be a lot more alignment than maybe you're aware of.
Yeah, I don't.
Those are memories.
Yeah, I you know what? From the times that you've, because I talked to Danny, but from the times that you've mentioned your twin, it's like, and especially with this card, like, I don't know, this card just feels like the figure in the card. I mean, she's like laying, like she's literally like at the mercy of the great mystery. Do you know what I mean? Like it's this energy of like, she's like floating in space, like, and the universe is like holding her. Do you know what I mean? Like there's that message in there as well. So I think that I don't think you need to worry about her. And I think she's okay. And I think she's like really learning, like she's like taking it all in right now. That's what it feels like. That message just came through just now.
That's cool.
Yeah. Whoa. It's intense.
Thank you, Danny.
Yeah.
Wish you very much abundance on your twin journey. And whatever your mission is, your healing path, go out and get it, get to work, get to it, and do it to it. I know you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I love you too, Danny.
You're awesome, Danny.
Melissa Ave Aravalo. Sorry, there's two Melissas. So the first one that we're doing right now is Aravalo, Melissa Aravalo.
Hey, Melissa. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you guys. So if you could put up your question, that would be awesome. While we mingle.
Here she is.
Fast.
I think I may have met my twin flame. Can you tell me if this is true, or am I just going loco?
Well,
probably both. It probably is true, and it usually does make you go a little loco for a minute before you kind of get it together. So.
Oh my God, that's funny. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Thanks, Nancy.
Yeah, thank you for that, Nancy. Whoa. I don't understand. Illuminate me, Spirit. What is this saying? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, Melissa, what I got for you here with two cards, the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords.
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah. So what this is speaking to me about is, which is such a major aspect and hallmark of the twin journey, is that ego death. I think that's what the Ten of Swords is kind of representing here, is the ego death. I'm not sure what this heartbreak or maybe third party energy is about, but there's an ego death attached to that. So somebody's kind of been maybe not being so honest with you, or vice versa, or with themselves. And a lot of swords, a lot of pain definitely can be reminiscent of the journey you're asking about. But there's an ego death here, and that is exactly what we want as part of the awakening process. The ego death, because the ego is the big thing that keeps you and your twin separate. You know, pride and ego stopping you from really pushing through in that spiritual awakening and going after your heart's desires and the things that you came here to do in the healing. That's able to happen once the death of the ego takes place here. So there's some kind of ego death for sure, and some major healing from some heartbreak and disappointments. But I would say, yeah, there's definitely, you're on the cusp of a great new cycle and an awakening here with this person. Someone's already awakened and someone else is about to. So feels like it is that's that type of a journey for sure. And I know I just did a reading for you. Yeah. Interesting. Try to just be really be really patient, because I know this is not pleasant, whatever this represents for you. So try to be patient with yourself, and don't be too hard on yourself or your person, your twin. And it'll get better. As my dad used to say, it'll feel better when it quits hurting.
And it's interesting because it's like you got like the serious message, and then comes, after that message comes, oh, thank you, Rita. Like the light at the end of the tunnel, as I'd like to call it. You actually also pulled the awakening card. So I definitely feel like I feel like this is you, and this is a surrendering that needs to happen. That's the loss of
wow.
Right? That's like the loss of ego. It's like the surrender into the freaking journey. Here's the next card. The white buffalo, which is connected to the white buffalo calf woman. I don't know if you know the story of the white buffalo calf woman. She came and prophesied about the star children coming.
Dude, I can't.
Yeah, I know. So she actually told the Native Americans that there would come a day where the children would come from the stars, and they would carry all of her essence, like everything that she is, with them, like intact, and they would bring this into the world. And that would be when they start to see the white buffalo, that is when the prophecy is being like revealed, or it's happening. And that's like, I feel like that's what's happening right now for you. Melissa.
Absolutely.
It's
freaking lootly.
Yeah.
That awakening card, Jai, and with me getting the 10 of Swords, which is like happening, that ego death right before the awakening, you've got the awakening card. And I just want to add on to you, Jai, what you were saying, that white buffalo. A white buffalo, the reason they're going to see it is because it's rare, it's different, it's unique. And guys, that's what your twin is in your life. We have many soul friends, soul family, soul mates. The twin is something different that stands out to you, that you recognize, like a white buffalo. You're like, I don't know what this is, but it's not something I've ever experienced before and probably ever will again. So I need to pay attention. I need to honor this connection. That's what that is. That's the white buffalo. That's the twin connection for you. Really cool.
Dude, I love that.
Dude, where's my card? Danny. Danny's being like, Danny. Danny was like, dude, there's my card. Get it?
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah. I'm putting up sorry, I put it wrong. So here's the correct one. CS. For you to donate. Not the first one. Do the second one. It's paypal.me/EagleStarYoga. Somebody was asking about the link to make a donation. And thank you.
Thank you, Melissa.
That was, I feel that. Just feel that message. Like, I don't want to put the cards down. I just want to keep like staring.
That awakening card is so beautiful too.
And
I love that white buffalo, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
I resonate with that.
Natalie is next. Let me read the rest of the people on the list so far. So we've got Natalie, Melissa Clark, Amanda Kaori, and Rita so far. And then we're going to add Eugene for the donation right after Rita. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. We so appreciate it. Natalie, you can put up your question now. If I read your name, that the email came in that someone made a donation and it's you, yes, you did it correctly. Otherwise, no. Go ahead. You can read it, Jason.
Yeah, Kitty's Craft. I agree that with the 10, that was perfect. Okay, so Natalie says, I'd like to know if you see me reconciling with my husband who's been gone since December 8th of 2018, or any communication. We haven't had contact since February 18th, 2019. He won't answer calls or texts. Sorry, Natalie.
Just writing down, we got Claudia, adding Claudia and Jennifer. Eugene is actually me laughing my ass off. Okay. I know it's funny because I can't do anything other than read the names that are popping up. You know what I mean? But it's all good. Let me just double check that I've got this correctly and then I'll go into the reading. Okay. Okay. And if I'm missing you guys, then please let me know if you didn't hear your name and you made a donation.
So Natalie, I just want to say, like, the fact that you literally know the dates down to the day of like communication and stuff, that just tells me that's, you know, kind of a confirmation, I think, for us that you're obviously in a great deal of pain over this. And, you know, I'm sorry about that. I can tell you, it's definitely not a great idea to try not to focus on that to that extent. But obviously, you know, when your heart is hurting like that, you can't help but to do that. So I'm not saying that in a judgmental way at all. I wish for you that if you're not going to have some kind of communication right now, that you could find something to sort of remove your focus from being that fixated on the time and how long it's been since you've spoken. And I think that you will, if you're not going to have communication, something is going to come in for you to really bring you a new shift your focus, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune here. And on this side, it's got the Magician present. So what this is speaking about with the Magician present in the Wheel of Fortune, I mean, the Wheel of Fortune is what it is. It's what we're human beings. We're all part of this karmic wheel, right? And it's turning. So things are shifting. We're ever in motion, and things are changing. And change is inevitable, and sometimes it's painful, sometimes it's joyful. But with the magician present, what that says to me is you have the ability to really impact the changes that are happening right now in your favor. The magician's gifts are that he's the divine masculine, and he's got the power to manifest things into the physical realm. Okay. So he's got all the tools, he's got the power to make things happen and to bring the changes he wants into his world. So with the magician present, the message here is you can make things a lot better for yourself, but maybe you just have to sort of communicate with spirit, communicate with your angels, and find out the best way to cooperate with source to do that. Because if you've been trying to have communication with your spouse and it's just not happening, that just may not be in the cards at this moment. And so you're actually flowing against the universe by maybe aiming for that. But there could be something really amazing that would just totally make it okay for now, until maybe later down the road, or whenever that communication comes in, which usually happens when you're no longer focused so much on it. There's a lot of things that you can bring into your world to really bring you a lot of fulfillment right now. So I know that's probably not the answer you want to hear, and I'm sorry, but this is what I'm getting. So that's what I'm feeling.
You pulled the Akasha record. The Akasha card. So first of all, it's your guidance is divinely guided, but so this is something very karmic that's going on. And that's what this card says. And it's like when you go into the Akashic records, what happens is you begin to understand why. That's what happens. So I feel like you're going to move into a place of understanding why. And even if, so here's where you have to trust. Even if your mind, like your logical mind, can't understand why, that's not the kind of understanding I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a deeper level of understanding of why, that where you finally feel at peace and you're able to let it go.
Yeah, dude, when you're accessing the Akashic records, you're like so out there in your knowledge and your thinking that like you're saying thank you for pain. It's like that kind of understanding. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You're grateful for the pain type of knowledge. It's cool. It's crazy. You're like, no, I wouldn't be that way. Yeah. You just have a totally new understanding of things. So.
And the second card you got is take a break. Take a break. Like give yourself some time from this specific thing. And I know you said, like you sort of find yourself feeling really good and then it comes right back. And I think that you're dealing with is grief, because I think that deep down inside, you know that it's not really going to come back. So acknowledge the grief of it and let it go.
Yes, exactly, Jai. And I feel that too. I feel that even if it does come back at this point, there's been so much pain and hurt that it won't be the same. Once you get what you think you want, then the resentment and all the things that were under the surface because of all the pain will surface, and it just won't quite be maybe what you're wanting it to be. And I'm sorry to say that, but I feel this pretty strongly intuitively. But the good news is, and it's really good news, what Jai was saying about things coming in for you, and the magician here with the Wheel of Fortune, there's some amazing abundance just waiting to come in if you're willing to sort of be open to shifting and flowing in it, just kind of flowing the way the universe wants you to flow, and sort of taking your I feel like your heels are dug into the sand a little bit, and if you could just let loose a little bit and be willing to shift what's supposed to happen in your mind, unconvince yourself of what you're convinced of, because what you're convinced of might not be actually what is best, if that makes sense.
Yeah, beautiful. And you know what, you're going to be okay, Natalie, and it's going to be okay. And whenever things are happening, when we're in it, like in the thick of it, it never feels okay. And it's okay for it to not feel okay. Just know that it's going to be okay, even though it feels like it's not okay. That's like that deep knowing.
Yeah, it's so true. And Jai is like, when you got to really hear her, like really guys, listen to Jai and this stuff. I remember Like I came into one of Jai's live streams one time on Periscope, and I was like being sarcastic and cracking jokes, and Jai has a strong psychic connection to me for some reason, and she just like slammed me. She wasn't trying to slam me, but she just like put me down. She came right through my jokes, and she goes, you know, maybe you just need to cry. And I did. Like I don't know why you said that, Jai, but it was crazy. Like you saw right through my jokes that night, and you were like, dude, what are you like pretending you're so happy and carefree about tonight? Because I can feel the heaviness up in you. You just need to let it go. Yeah, she was on it. So, and I feel that same resonation with what she's telling you. So she's on it.
Awesome. Thanks. So Melissa Clark is next. If you'd like to put up your question, please. And I'll read you guys the list. We've got Melissa, Stay Wild Moonchild, Coyote, Rita, Tree, Joan, Claudia, Jennifer, and Jodi. And I think maybe maybe we could do a couple more than that. And then that'll probably take us to an hour and a half. I think that'll be good. We don't want to overdo it too, because, you know, sometimes when we go live, we lose track of time. And we just like keep going and going and going. And it's like, it's exhausting.
You don't feel the exhaustion though until after.
That's what I mean. Yeah, exactly. So we both need to take care of ourselves tonight as well, you guys. So. All right. Thank you guys for all those comments. So Melissa's question. I started seeing someone and we're both going through major transformation in our own lives. It's slow and the future seems murky, but connection is strong and my gut says yes. Another lesson or trust my gut? So is it karmic, or is this something that's really going to take off? Okay. Yeah, it helps if you have the question written out already. Thanks, Melissa. Appreciate that.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. I'm going to go real quick if you don't mind, Jason.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, you got this card that says trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Basically, this is saying like, trust your gut to me anyways. However, there's also this card that says the initiation, and initiations are they can be awesome. They can be like, they're always awesome. They're always awesome, you know, but at the same time, there's always like this really uncomfortable like feeling before it gets better, because it's like an initiation into a whole new world, something different, something you don't know, something you have to get used to, something you have to learn. It's crazy.
Oh man.
Because you're getting both answers. Basically, it's a lesson. You're going to be learning a lot. I don't feel like it's a lesson in the sense of like a karmic thing, but I do feel like essence of it's a lesson in the sense of like you're stepping into something new. It's like a rite of passage, and the fact that you're going somewhere sacred with it. It's not a negative thing. And then also trust your path. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah. And so when you were reading about initiation, I'm sitting here the whole time holding this major arcana that's got like, it's the death card.
Oh my God.
So yeah, listen. And I agree. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's just a karmic lesson or that it is something ever after. I feel like, but the death card, with death comes new life. And there's definitely a lot of changes in the air, like initiation, and it's like graduating and like there's like, this is something, it feels to me like it's, the death card to me feels like it's, and with the initiation card, like it's representing something cyclical. So there may be karmic lessons that are part of this lasting thing that your gut is correctly telling you this is going to be lasting, and there's going to be cycles that are different and unique, and many of them. But right now there is this death card very present. And I mean, I feel definitely like there's something about this situation. There's an ending represented here, so that something new can begin. And it could be something new with this situation itself. So I don't know. Take it how it resonates for you. But that's what I'm seeing.
That's what the death card to me is, like the shamanic death ritual. Like people literally go through shamanic death rituals on purpose. Like they will do these rituals so that they can release. So actually there's also like even more of a positive message in there, because what it's doing, it's creating space for something new and exciting.
Right. Well, but death is not actually real in the sense that we think of death. I mean, energy does not die. It only changes form.
Right.
So that's why we're kind of getting that thing, I think, for you.
Yeah. Melissa. So Stay Wild, Moonchild is next. If you want to put up your question.
Stay Wild, Moonchild.
Please. And I love that name. Oh my God.
Me too.
Here we go. Feel free to read it, Jason.
Yeah, I agree, Melissa. Definitely a lot of change in your midst right now. So just, kind of be willing. The more sort of flowy and flexible you can be to the change, the better off you'll be, and the more it'll feel less uncomfortable and awkward. Okay, so this will call for the glasses again. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Okay. Stay Wild, Moonchild. I need guidance about my ex-husband. Is he genuinely honest? He looked like himself, but the things he said were so different than he used to be. By the way, he's not my twin. Good to know. Okay, so wait, let me read that one more time.
Yeah.
I need guidance about my ex-husband. Is he genuinely honest? He looked like himself, but the things he said were so different than he used to be. By the way, he's not my twin. He looked like himself,
something,
but he didn't sound like himself.
Yeah, something happened. They communicated, and she's wondering if he was really being honest, because it's like, it kind of seems like he was, but she's not sure. But it didn't seem that way. Like, is he being honest about whatever?
And I'm getting the feeling you're saying, like, even though this looks like the same man you knew, he's not sounding like the same person that you once knew. Is that what you're saying, Moonchild? Like that this is feeling like someone else, or like an imposter? Or am I misreading that? Because she said he looked like himself, but the things he said were so different than he used to be. Yes, Jason, she said. It's like he's an imposter. It's like a pod. Like he looks like my husband, but this is not my husband.
Ex.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, I get it. I get the question.
Yeah, okay. Dang.
Okay, well, let's see. It's interesting because I'm automatically, there's a card coming up without even me pulling a card, and it's the shapeshifter card. It's like, wow. I don't know why I was like, I should have just picked up that deck and that card would have probably fallen out. But so to be a shapeshifter is like, is to change. It's like changing yourself, becoming somebody else. And the purpose is like trickery. It's weird. Like that's that shape-shifting energy. When you think about it in that way, the way that you explain the situation makes me seem like something weird is going on. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's some kind of like shifting energies right now. Maybe he's going through a transition. Maybe he's not him. Maybe he's not himself right now. You know what I mean? So anyways, that's that. I'm going to keep. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, this is epic. Everything you said is right on the money. You're basically describing what I'm looking at, Jai. So I've got the 9 of Swords here, and in the vice versa deck on this side, this is going to be, I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me really get into this with you guys, because for the vice versa deck, this man is sitting here on this bed. It almost looks like a prison cot, right? And he's in just a lot of darkness, but there's all those swords are illuminated. The truth is just flooding in on him, and it's painful. Now, if you can see over here, right beneath my finger, that's a shadow of him. Do you see his shadow there? That's his shadow right there, guys. Let me go a little closer so you guys can see it.
Ooh,
do you see his shadow behind the sword?
Yeah.
So it's like there's a message here that until he receives and accepts these truths that are really, the universe is just like trying to light him up with, he's going to be a shadow of his like former self. He's not going to be himself. Something has in his heart has like, it's like he hit the off switch on his heart in a way, and he stopped being willing to see the truth. But look, it doesn't matter. It's coming in, and he's going to see things clearly soon. I mean, there's that window there and the light. It's all there. He's just now, it's like he's just sitting up. He's just waking up from this bad dream. So he's still there. He's still there. But he definitely has to open up to the truth, whatever this was that he's not seeing.
And yeah, no, dude, I feel that.
Wow.
That's exactly what her question felt like, that card.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it felt like.
Yeah.
And here's something about you, Stay Wild Moonchild, is that the reason that you could sense that is because you're in this state, you're in the high priestess state. It's like your intuition is very strong right now, like you're on it.
And Jai, she just said, Stay Wild Moonchild said, I think he's having an awakening. Okay, look, exactly. He's literally sitting up in the bed right here, and all those illuminated swords are shooting down on him. He is literally having an awakening in this card. Your intuition is on the money, okay?
Yeah, that's what this card is like. Your intuition is correct. Trust it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, whoa, that
100.
was a cool message.
Epic.
Dang.
Mind blown as usual.
Kaori is next. Kaori. And we've got Kaori, Rita, Tree, Joan, Claudia, Jennifer, and Jodi. And I think that's probably going to be the end, you guys. I think we'll cap it right there.
Yeah, where are we at? Yeah, we're at 12:03. So
yeah, Jodi will be the last one, you guys. If someone ends up donating, get them the next time.
Oh, let me see this card, Jai. Were you holding a card up?
No.
Oh, I thought I saw you start to hold a card up. It's because I was looking at the chat where it.
That was random. I was holding my pencil.
Oh, dude, that's funny. So I know, like, leave it to me. Who was next? There was somebody that is
Kaori.
Oh, okay.
Kaori is the one that said that I think it's a she. I don't know, but they donated your thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's who we're gonna do next. If they're still in here, hopefully they're still in here. Hey, Kimchi. Have a good night.
There's Kaori. Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
How is my twin feeling towards me right now? We're communicating and spending time, but not very often. The what?
There's no
Tonight is a crappy night. So random. Whereas Jeremy said, tonight is a crappy night. Okay. So these 3 cards I'm really interested in.
Thanks, Joanie. Ooh. Satnam, Malia. Satnam.
Malia.
Yeah, you guys,
Malia's
like
my
this is
girl.
sacred space. This is totally sacred space. And we do have moderators. So if you do come in with like funky energy and put in up funky comments, you probably will get moderated. Just FYI, if you don't want to get moderated, you know.
Welcome, Malia. Oh, thank you, Nancy. That's sweet of you.
Thank
Nancy
you.
said you're doing an excellent job.
Sweet.
Well, let's just go for it. I guess I'll start this, Jai.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
yeah, so she's asking about this twin that she's in contact with, but they're not spending a lot of time. So there's 3 cards that did come out. So Page or Knave of Swords, Hermit, and 8 of Wands. Like, dude, I don't know, man. This is just like total, like, complete uckery fey. So yeah, there's communication here, lightning striking. Woo, let's talk. But nope, now I want to go within. Nope, now I want to be resentful. So somebody's definitely like not sure what they want here, I feel like. And yeah, there's definitely, oh, and there's also another side to this. The other side that I'm getting intuitively is that these are representing the 2 of you. One of you's in like totally awakened, coming through as the Hermit. You've gone within. You're now like shining your light on and like lighting your path. And the other one is like Page of Swords, like a little internet troll. So I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. Like sometimes I just have to say it exactly as I feel and see it. And so no wonder you're confused. But the good thing is, if this is a true twin journey that you're on, the internet troll personality will awaken too. They're just a little behind you. They're just a little bit behind you. And when they awaken, then it's game on. When you're both woke the F up, that's when the good stuff can happen. So just be patient. They won't look. You're coming through as the Hermit, one of you. So your twin is not going to be the Page of Swords forever, because they wouldn't be the twin of the Hermit, of someone that mature. If their healed state was the Page of Swords, they're going to come into their own as well. Just try to be patient during this confusing time.
You got the tracker and the spirit of the fire. So what you just said, that is like, this is the future of it. Like yep. The tracker. So the tracker card is like, you're looking for the clues. Like you're listening, you're paying attention, you're seeing what's going on. You're going and finding the clues. That's what the tracker is. And so this also could mean that you guys are both like on the path, but you got to want it. Like you got to be looking for it, because the tracker only finds it because he's like really trained in finding it, kind of a thing. It's like this energy of like, you got to know what you're doing and you got to know what you want. And then the minute that you guys both like, it's almost like maybe this is coming too. It's like you're trying to find him, right? It's like you're the tracker and you're trying to like find him. Like, where are you at, dude? Like what's going on? And the minute that like he realizes that you guys are, that this is really something powerful, that's when like the passion's going to turn on. Like that's the fire, the element of fire. The element of fire is also transformation and change.
Yeah.
Like there's, I feel like there has to be a change that has to happen in order for things to sort of like improve or get better, or wherever they're going to go. Right now is not where they're going to go. Right now is like, it is what it is. And it's going to be something different in the future. Just keep looking for the clues, right? Which is like, let's trust your intuition. It's another way of saying trust your intuition about it.
Yeah. And Jai, when you're describing that, like saying, keep looking for the clues, and I'm seeing this Hermit shining the lantern, and I'm thinking that's right. Exactly what that represents. So you're kind of the one leading the way too, right? Yeah. Now you're leading the way. And yeah, you said he's on and off, right? So he's definitely on and off with this kind of energy, because if he's, sort of maybe resentful sometimes, or maybe he's not even showing you resentment. He's just not always communicating. He's off sometimes because that's when he's sort of being resentful. But this 8 of Wands says he knows, he's aware of this connection. He's aware that he wants you in his life. He's aware of some magic in this connection, that it's something very special. But he's got to still let a little of that ego death happen that is such a hallmark of the twin journey, and then the awakening come through, and then you guys are going to be in a much better place. That's what I got.
Yeah. All right, Rita is next. We got Rita, Tree, Joan, Claudia, Jennifer, and Jodi. Just going to keep saying that so people know the order. We're doing good. I'm feeling good.
It's been on
these
tonight.
These readings are pretty powerful. They're like coming out. That was weird. I don't often have that experience, but it was really cool where like the experience of like a card comes into my mind I haven't even pulled.
I love that. And I also feel like, you know what I've noticed a couple times tonight, Jai, you have like been describing the card in my hand before I can even get to it. It's like freaking me out a little bit, but I love it. More of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Right. More of that. Hey, Mary from New Zealand. Awesome. Thanks for being here. It's fun to know where people are tuning in from.
Single Libra. That's like, is that an oxymoron? You think of Libra as like the balanced relationship person. And so single Libra. I love it. Good for you. You're welcome, Kaori. Good luck on your journey. And you just keep doing the right thing. Keep raising the vibration and knowing, keep raising the vibration with the awareness that you're the one leading the way right now. And that your energy is so connected that as you raise the vibration, it will raise internet trolls vibration as well. And they will come out of that energy. So I'm sorry. I hope you know I'm just teasing. Like, I don't think your twin is an internet troll. That's just sort of like one of the many varied descriptions of the Page of Swords, is like they're spying on social media.
So Rita, I don't know if that's you, but if you did just post your question, will you like let us know that you are Rita? Because there's no way for me to know that you are Rita. If your name is different here in the chat.
It's Tree. It's Pina Colada. Pina Colada.
Yeah, and yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, here we go. Jennifer. So Rita says, I have someone involved with Bib. I'm not sure what that means. Or will we come into fruition, or is it my imagination? So much feeling, but he's denying or pushing back. When? My life is changing. I just don't know when. There's like a few questions in that.
That didn't
it's better if
register with me.
Yeah.
I have someone involved, ? With Bib. Will we come into fruition, or is it my imagination? Okay. When?
So basically, she's asking if the relationship is going to grow, or if it's just her imagination.
Yeah.
He has strong feelings, but he's denying or pushing back. Mm-hmm, yeah. Mm-hmm. So is it going to become something?
Okay.
Well, let's see. And thank you for that donation. Okay, cool. She says yes, Jai.
Yeah, thank you for those of you who donate, and not only that, but you're trusting enough of us and this group to share sort of your personal life in this setting, and know that we all are here supporting one another, and we're here for healing, and this is a no judgment zone. And I really appreciate that, guys. That's very special, and it's sacred to us.
Oh, she meant live as in Libra. He's a Libra.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
That actually helps a lot that you mentioned he's a Libra. Thank you for that. Mm-hmm.
Can I just read what I got? Okay, so you got trust the niggle. And the niggle is like, I think it's an Australian word, but it says, what is that niggling feeling trying to tell you?
It's that.
Yeah, exactly. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? Trust that feeling. It's saying like, so what are you feeling about it? Like, cause I feel like you already know if he's pulling back, resisting, like that's that niggle feeling.
But the niggle also is telling her, she said he feels this. He's just denying it. Like she knows he feels a lot more than he's admitting. And I think there's both.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, exactly.
Like, because, and the reason I say that is because of the cards that I got too. I mean, I'm looking at.
Okay, what did you get? What did you get?
So I got his card. These are him. He's coming out, and I'm thinking, looking at these from the lens that he's a Libra, and Libra, there's that balance, that need for balance. So he's got the 7 of Pentacles. He's definitely sitting here really focused on this thing. He's definitely doing a lot of quiet assessment of the relationship. Okay, so and also the 6 of Pentacles is sort of like about balance and taking sort of a bird's eye view of the situation here, and then deciding whether to share, be generous, or to hold back. So I don't think it's a question about feelings. Intuitively, you said right off the bat, the feelings are there. It's a question of whether he wants to act on those feelings or not, or express those feelings. And with a Libra, they have to decide whether they want to move into those. Just because the feelings are there does not mean a relationship will make. It just doesn't in this case. Now, there's something here, but yeah. Well, Jai, you said it. Trust the niggle.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whatever that means.
There you go.
There's definitely a focus on the future too. You're really. He's looking at this connection and thinking about the future. So that's definitely there. That aspect is there. So that tells me a lot.
I can definitely feel that energy of like, there's like thinking going on. There's like internalizing, there's trying to figure out that kind of energy.
It's kind of like, I'm thinking of like a baby in like a high chair on their first birthday, right before they decide whether to just like dive their hands into the birthday cake and make a mess. When they've got that look in their eyes, like they're like, I really want to do this, but what's it going to feel like? Like, I feel like that's where this is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Passion is so there. Okay, good.
Okay, cool. Okay, well then you're right. Yeah. The niggle is that.
Yeah, with the Libra, I would say be patient right now. I mean, you can only decide what you're willing to put up with and how long you're willing to wait for somebody to find the perfect balance to move into something. But, you might want to give it a little time, because I feel like there's like, okay, like 1, 2, 3, jump on 4, so give it an extra beat and see what happens.
Oh, I like that. Cool. So Tree is next. It's Tree, Joan, Claudia, Jennifer, and Jodi. So Tree is next. If you could put up your question, please, that would be amazing.
Tree. I like that. Feels very sturdy.
There it is. Oh, I love you guys have your questions ready.
Right? They're just banging them out. Okay, I'm feeling the shift from universe, very intense when I sense my twin, Scorpio, with large age difference. Come back, my body vibrates and I feel anxiety. It's uncomfortable. What does it mean? Okay. I'm going to back this up and read it again. I'm feeling the shift from universe, very intense when I sense my twin, who is a Scorpio with a large age difference. Yeah, I've read in a few places that twins typically, on average, are around 10 years apart, but that's just an average. And come back and my body vibrates and I feel anxiety. It's uncomfortable. What does it mean?
Well, I mean, automatically what I want to say is like, when you're going through some major shifts, usually like you're going to feel some crazy sensations in your body that you've never felt before. And it feels like tingling. It feels like shaking. It feels like anxiety. It feels like you want to crawl out of your skin. Like that's normal for spiritual awakenings. Just FYI. It's also normal for us moving into this energy of the new earth, which is a whole nother dimension. And so it's like people hear like ringing in their ears, or they'll feel that, like, you know, the what's it called? The goosebumps or whatever. Like that's what this is reminding me of. It's like
ascension symptoms, or
yes,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Like spiritual awakening symptoms. You're like, you're waking up. So that's what's going on. I don't think it's something negative, but let's see what the cards say, right?
I know. I read that this was part of a Kundalini awakening.
Yeah.
I experienced when I would eat certain foods, all of a sudden I was getting like a tingling in my mouth, like the sensate, like the just every flavor was just like magnified times 100. It was very strange. And that was right at the end of the dark night of the soul, when the awakening was just like, when you get that really keen, like almost uncomfortable awareness of everything around you.
Yes. And yeah, the truth bumps. That's exactly, I was going to say, the reason that you feel that uncomfortableness is because truth is like staring you in the face. And we're like scared shitless of the truth. Like we're scared shitless of like truly seeing who we are.
Right.
It's a process. Yeah.
We have a twin flame group that meets on Zoom on Sunday nights, and one of the people in the group, I won't divulge who they are, they were talking about their experience in the twin journey, and how at first they thought that it was like crazy, and then they started to like, they watched a video or something and they started to get kind of scared. Well, when you get scared, it's because something's resonating and it's making way too much sense.
Yeah, exactly. And if you guys, and you know what I would say too is, I would, like, if you're definitely feeling those kind of symptoms, like you don't understand what's going on. One of the things that I am offering, which I haven't even mentioned it, but I'm offering an Earth School for Lightworkers that starts on March 30th. It's in less than 2 weeks. It starts. It's an 8-week long online program where we're going to talk about, like, what does it mean to be a light worker? You know, how do you step into your power? What is a spiritual awakening? What are some of the things that are going to help you, like tools that are going to help you maneuver like your way through this powerful awakening? So I just wanted to mention that to you. And that is the link to that, if you want more information, is in the description of this video. I would highly recommend it. You check it out.
Yeah. I do too, guys. I mean, so many people, that's such a big question in so many personal readings is, what's my purpose, and what am I supposed to do with my gifts? And I mean, I think that Earth School for Lightworkers is like, that's the answer if you're not quite sure and you're seeking. Yeah, totally.
Just wanted to throw that out there for anybody that's interested, and thank you guys for being here. So let's see.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start with these. So about your question, I mean, we kind of touched on the physical symptoms you're having, and these two cards just kind of like flew out into the air, and it's the Four of Cups and then the Ace of Wands, which is really interesting. The Four of Cups represents sort of a resistance to a divine gift, usually a divine gift of love. This can come out a lot of times when someone's resisting a connection. So I think that with the Ace of Wands, that's, you know, a really passionate beginning or new beginning, divinely guided. So it's possible that part of this is about the fact that you haven't completely gotten on board with the speed at which things are changing, and accepted fully this Ace of Wands, whatever this Ace of Wands is that's coming in, that's with the twin you described as Scorpio, the age difference, all that stuff. It's coming in. The changes are now, there's momentum in these connections, these energetic connections. And sometimes we think we want something, and by the time when it starts to really gain momentum, we can start to wish we had a break. We could push the brakes, because it's scary. It can get really intense really fast. And I think that's just really you're experiencing physical symptoms of the energetic changes, just like we mentioned. And maybe you just weren't prepared as much as you maybe had hoped you would be. But the momentum is there. And so you're just going to have to kind of get on board and ride this out, because lightning has struck. There's a new beginning here. That resistance is just like fading away, and resisting will do no good at this point. Like, you made an agreement. You have some kind of a soul contract that you're here to fulfill. So just bam, let it happen.
You got the Starseed card, which is basically
Wow.
like you're like light worker. You're light worker. Starseeds are light workers that you've chosen. You have a mission, like, on this planet. You have a mission to fulfill. And part of it is very much connected to these like strong relationships, these soul contracts that you've made with people before you were born, that you will connect in this lifetime, and something will happen in your relationship where you will learn. And this is going to help you grow and help you step into your mission as a starseed. And then the second card, which is crazy because that you were saying that about it, that you haven't yet fully committed, it's the break the chain.
Wow.
Like, release that fear. Like, whatever is holding you back, like, just break it. Let it go. That's what's going to set you free. You got to set yourself free to step into,
Absolutely.
And everything that you're feeling physically in your body, that's freaking normal. Just like drink some chamomile tea or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kidding, but
tummy
like,
tamer.
breathe, like meditate, take a bath, like just give yourself time to let it all sink in. You got to do self-care, because those things are going to happen and you cannot stop it. You got to like just fucking swim through it.
Yeah. And sometimes on a twin journey too, it's hard to be in the moment when you're not in each other's presence. Time will fly sometimes when you're in each other's presence, 3D physical presence, because it's so easy to be in the moment when you're in each other's presence, but sometimes it's hard to be when you're in a disconnection. And you guys obviously, there's so many things changing right here. So it may also be like, you just aren't you're not in the eternal now like you need to be. So really just be present. The more you can be present, do some grounding. I think that'll really help with some of the symptoms, at least maybe make them milder.
And one of the things that Danny just said, he said, sleep if you need to. And that's actually one of the recommendations, like the literal recommendation that Dolores Cannon has made for people who are feeling these like intense changes is sleep it off.
Yeah.
Sleep. That is the best way to let it all assimilate and integrate.
Yeah, guys, I'll tell you, I'm so grateful to my clients who are very patient with me as it takes me time. When I started doing this, I could sometimes do 8 readings in a day. Now, after 3, my brain shuts down. And sometimes I will feel great while I'm doing a reading and I'll get great response, but I have to sleep for like 12 hours after that reading. It's crazy. So it's good. I mean, I guess I'm expending energy to do the right work for somebody because I'm getting a really positive healing result for them. But you pay the price and sleep it off. Definitely sleep it off.
No. All right. We've got Joan, Claudia, Jennifer, and Jodi. So Joan, if you want to put your question up, that would be amazing. It does take a lot of energy.
Yeah.
I have no idea how long ago. Can you paste it again? It's gonna be quite a journey to go find it. Oh, you're welcome, Tree. Maybe Jason.
Is it Joanie's question?
Yeah.
Joanie was yours. Okay, so Joanie was asking about wasn't it about your career?
Oh,
saw it. Yeah, okay. She
said
yeah.
Found it.
Just had an amazing reading. Yep, we did. Thank you. I'm glad it was amazing. And you wanted to know when will your new business start? Will it be successful and help spread light, healing for a ripple effect for others? Nice.
Do you mind me asking what kind of business it is?
Yes, still on Advincito. So Joanie, do you want me to answer that, Joanie? So Joanie, definitely, she's a massage therapist, a neuromuscular therapist, and has many different qualifications in that field, but she's also a energy healer, Reiki certified, and is very, very strong light worker. And I guess this is really a time for her. I feel like she's about to really, she's on the cusp of starting something really great that is going to have ripple effects all around.
So here's your affirmation. Answer the call. I think this is what you're doing. You are answering the call. The universe is calling you to do something and you're listening. And I think because of that, that's when things start shifting. That's when things start happening. That's when the movement becomes exponential. You start making like quantum leaps. When you surrender and you start to move into your full being, your full potential, your full purpose, your mission. It doesn't even matter if it's not exactly what you're supposed to do, because honestly, I can tell you from experience, like things change and things shift, and you think you're going to do this one thing and then you do this other thing. I mean, yeah. I seriously, like, look at me, man. I was like a freaking periscoper and now I'm on freaking YouTube. I never thought I would switch over, but I've literally like switched over. I'm like, this is my main thing now. And I freaking love it. And you have to be open to things changing and shifting. But for now, just trust that what you're doing is the right thing, and it will, like, for sure. If you're answering the call, it'll definitely help people.
Yeah. So Jai just basically did the thing where she talked about the card that I'm holding. So we got the death card for you in this side, which this side of the death card has the world card in it as well. So, the death card, death, and then the world is all about like the most abundant cycle ever where you're in balance, and it's like a victory lap. So this is pretty epic, and it is a clear answer to your question that, yeah, I mean, it's going to require some major changes and shifts in energy with the death card. And some of the things in your current career where you're at now that are going to have to change in order for you to move into this really, really effective healing that just sort of like it's like lava from a volcano just spreading, right? It's just like neon. It's good. This is good. This is really good, Joanie. And the more you're coming into balance and the more connected you are to yourself, to your higher self and your purpose, the more people you're going to positively affect and the more healing you're going to do. This is just beautiful. I really love this. You're planting seeds right now that are going to just go so far into the future. I love this.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And I actually, somebody said the sound is being interrupted. I just muted myself for a second to like cough and blow my nose. And then I unmuted myself. That's probably what you heard.
No, Jai, you're not allowed to do that. Okay. So you have to pay a toll or a tax for that. And what it is I think, guys, what do you guys think? I think Jai has to do her Stewart imitation.
Her what imitation?
Stewart. I can't do it. I think Jai has to do her Stewart imitation for us since she decided to push the mute button. Don't you guys think so?
I didn't want to interrupt your talking.
Dude,
oh,
I can't do it.
God.
If you can do it on Periscope, you can do it on YouTube.
I can do it on YouTube. What part of it was it? I'm trying to remember.
This is the best ever, you guys. Seriously, when Jai does Stewart. You're really good at it, though. Like, seriously.
Honestly, well, okay. So I'm trying to remember.
She's so embarrassed.
He goes. You can't.
I can't even do it.
I can't do it on cue.
Advent trying to figure out how to reply. You can do it on cue, Jai. Yes, you can. You're so talented. You're a light worker. Come on, you can do anything.
Stuart, do you guys know Stuart from it's Matt TV, right?
Matt TV, yeah.
Matt TV, Stuart and his mom.
Yeah. I like it. I like it when you talk to me like that. I can't do it. Jai, you got it. Come on.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. His mom's like, gosh, Stuart.
They're like, come on, Jai. Stuart.
I know. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Stuart, you have to do it, Stuart. I say I can't even do the mom. The mom, oh, she's like taking
no, I don't want to do it.
I don't want to go swimming. I don't like swimming.
What does mommy say about that, Stuart?
Why is that so hilarious to me? Oh my God. I don't want to do it, Mom. Oh, Mommy.
Gosh, that's cute.
Mommy, I don't want to wear water wings.
Oh my God.
I don't want to wear water wings, Mom. Do I have to wear water wings? I don't want to wear water wings. Stuart doesn't want to wear water wings. I think we've got to get off here because this is taking a really bad turn. I'm so sorry. I think this is
every time I do that, Mommy says every time I do that, I'm gonna pee my pants.
Stuart. But I don't ever pee my pants, Mommy.
Dude, Jason, I don't know where the hell that came from.
I don't either, but
oh my God.
Stuart.
The delusion has set in.
Oh,
but anyways, Claudia's next. We just have 3 more, you guys. 3 more.
Okay.
Claudia, guys. Jennifer, and Jodi. We got this. We got this.
No, there is not a narcotic in this vape. I promise.
Remnant to a full moon gone bad.
I'm telling you, definitely. I
didn't even remember that I did Stuart. I was like,
that was the best ever. I don't know how you don't remember that because I think I started asking for Stuart on command like every other week.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It was either, okay, if you weren't going to sing Hallelujah, then I needed you to do Stuart. It was one or the other. Hallelujah or Stuart.
Oh my God.
For sure. Oh man.
Got it. Okay. Advent, can I get
Advent, look at him. See, you can get red. I'm just kidding.
Claudia, is that you? CS? Is that you?
As Stuart. So we got to do, so Joanie wants us to do a reading for Advent without a question as Stuart.
Oh my God. I don't think I can do it. I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do a reading. I don't want to do a reading for you. No, Advent, you don't even ask questions. No. I don't like that. I don't like it if you don't ask questions.
I don't want to do it.
We don't want to do it. I don't like it. We only like questions.
Okay, that was Claudia.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 3 more. Boom. The Trinity. How does the Libra man I love feel for me? Because he's not talking to me anymore. And it seems that our friendship is over. I am still married in the paper, but it's over with husband. Wait.
Okay. Dude, that sounds really, really convoluted to me. Convoluted universe. How does the Libra man I love feel for me because he is not talking to me anymore and it seems that our friendship is over? I am still married in the paper. It's over with. Okay.
You're screaming, Advent?
Uh-oh.
I'm hoping that's a good screaming, like crying, laughing, screaming. It's cute.
He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to ask a question.
Okay.
I just want a reading. I don't want to ask a question. Why can't I get a reading on a question? Yes, universe.
Stop it.
Okay.
Ooh, there you go.
I have goosebumps. I am in the same exact situation with a Libra man. Awesome. A lot of Libras up in here, or Libra people attached to Libras. Okay. Okay. Come on, bring it. Poker face, Jai.
Stuart.
Stuart. You have to wear your water. I can't do the mom, but she definitely wanted to make Stuart wear water wings, and he didn't want to wear water wings in the pool. I don't want to wear water wings. No, I can swim. I can swim. And then when he started to get it, he's like, well, I don't want to. I want to. Whoa.
Oh my.
Yeah, the Two of Pentacles
God.
is crazy today. This clown. He just feels like a joker, right? Look at this guy. Like,
get out of here.
What a tool.
I got the trickster.
Yeah, right. Okay, so see, what's up with this?
Right?
How can I get my twin flame from taking butt self? Advent, get out of here. I don't want to take a butt selfie.
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to see your butt selfies anymore, twin flame.
God. Oh my God.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to stop. There's one butt selfie.
What the hell is this trickster energy about? I wonder if it's because
like
he feels tricked or something.
Yeah, but he's like a leprechaun, right? Why does he look like a leprechaun? I don't even know anymore. And he's like a leprechaun, but instead of a pot of gold, he's got two pentacles in the air and he just doesn't know what to do with them. And he's
like someone can't make up their mind goofy. Or something, or like
he's trying to distract from something more important. Like, see the ship in the background? That ship is sailing and you're going to miss the boat because you're paying attention to like this doofus who's juggling pentacles instead of getting with the program, right?
Oh my God.
Get with the program, leprechaun.
So she says, well, he thinks I did something I did not.
Yeah, I feel that for you.
I do too. I think what it is that he feels tricked. Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, that's what I'm saying, but what were you going to say?
Silly rabbit tricks are for kids. Yeah. Well, I feel like it's I was thinking he was doing the tricking.
Really? Because she says he stopped talking to me. Interesting.
Ooh, okay.
Like he thinks that
maybe that's the trick,
and then he stopped talking to me. So yeah, it's interesting.
He's doing so he's giving you like the trickster's doing silent treatment.
The silent
See,
treatment.
I would not mind silent treatment from this leprechaun. That would work really well for me. Go on with yourself.
It could also be manipulation. You're right. Joan just said manipulation. It could be like he's trying to like.
Well, that is manipulation. I mean, if you watch videos about like narcissists will classically give people the silent treatment when they're angry with them because that's a way they manipulate you. I mean, that's a hallmark of narcissistic behavior. Not to say that anyone that gives silent
does he know? Does he know you're not married now? I mean, like, does he know that it's over with your husband? I mean, what, like, because that's interesting. Because if the situation is where you guys are still, it's like you're saying it's over with my husband, but are you guys still like living together? Are you guys still like, you know what I mean? Like that is this still something? Because if that's the situation, and then you've got someone on the outside, that can be very hurtful. That can be very hard to like. It can be hard to like deal with from the outsider's point of view. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I was reading into it like that. That's why I was feeling like he feels tricked because he's seeing it in a certain way that is maybe not exactly how it's going on. But if he can't see the whole truth, then he's not gonna be able to like understand, you know?
Hey, Jai, I want to see if you get a hit on this. So what about the fact that these two pentacles have the infinity symbol surrounding them? What does that mean anything to you? I'm just trying to get a read on that. And I mean, So it's, you know, sometimes the Two of Pentacles can be about choosing one pentacle over the other or something like that, or making a choice. But to me, it's like these two things are intertwined. So maybe this.
It feels karmic. That's the word that just came
Right,
up to me.
right. And so there's definitely a connection between the friendship, this person, and your relationship with your spouse as well, and what's ending.
She's saying stuff. He should know I didn't do it. Oh, they have only one door between their offices? Oh, Lord. What does that mean? So she actually, but how does he feel for me? That is how he feels. I think he feels like, oh, you mean like, does he have feelings for you?
I'm so confused.
I feel like what I'm getting is like, so some people, when they feel like they can't, okay, so some people, when they feel like they can't have something or they can't deal with something, they fucking retreat. Like they go into their cave and they go like, I don't want this. Like, and the reason that they do that is because they so want it that they can't have it. And so they're so hurt that they have to just like shut the door. So I feel like,
yeah.
To me, he does have feelings for you. And that's why he has to do this, because somehow he feels like it's not there for him. It's not available for him anymore, or something like that. Or it never was. That's what I'm getting. That's what
you're
I'm
right on the money. I think you're right on the money. It's kind of, well, I won't go there, but it's kind of, yeah, I will. It's like Stuart when he says, you know, I don't want to do it, but he really does. He says, I don't want to do it all the way into the pool. So it is.
That's true. He does.
Just saying, you know, I don't want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. But I want to do it. Yeah. So I feel that. And what you said about the Libra and this feeling off, the scales are off and not balanced, that's definitely reflected here in this card too. So I feel that.
Yeah. She says it means the situation is so hard for everybody. Yeah. Yeah. I can't even imagine that shit, man. Okay, Jennifer.
Jason, your last message really resonated. You pulled the Tower card, then said that a period of separation does not mean there will not be reconciliation. Right, Whitney, that's definitely true.
Here we go. Jennifer says, I'm a Capricorn. Can you just pull a card for me, please? What do I need to know? I'm down with that. What do you need to know?
What does Jennifer need to know? Oh. Okay, so what you need to know from this side, Jennifer, is this is the Seven of Wands on the traditional side that you would normally see it in traditional tarot. And so pretty clear message with this is just, you know, I always see that not just the obvious, that this person is sort of taking a defensive posture. They're not letting something or someone or some things into their life, but that they're defensive, maybe with good reason because of their own experiences in their life, but they actually do not have they don't need to be defensive in this situation. If you look at this card, it looks like a pretty good, like it's a clear sky. Nothing looks dangerous or bad, but this person feels like they need to be on the defensive. So the message that I see for you here is you may be resisting some things that, you know, are actually would be good for you to let into your life at this time, and really take time to you know, to weigh things out, because there may be some really good, you don't know what those wands represent. I mean, that's the thing about those things that this person's resisting. All we see is the top half of the wands. We don't know what that is that's coming in. And so how do you know that you should be defensive? Or sometimes that inner child protects us to the point that the inner child is protecting us from abundance, and we don't need that protection. Keep that in mind.
Here's the answer.
Yeah.
How do you do it? You align your life. You let go of what is no longer in alignment with who you are. I mean, that's what was coming up for me when you're saying that. Like, you don't know what those things are. It's like, well, there could be things that you no longer need.
Mm.
So it's time for you to start coming into alignment with your life. Like put the pieces back together. I don't know if you can see in this picture, she's got like, her face is kind of in pieces, like fragmented. So it's like align yourself and you'll know.
Mm.
Wow, been going to counseling, talk about inner hurt child. Word. Nice. Nice.
And I also just sometimes I want to say that looking at that card you were holding up, Jai, was making me think of like body dysmorphic disorder, and how not necessarily that specific issue, but how we so often don't see ourselves the way other people see us. So just remember, you may be seeing yourself in a very distorted way and not clearly, and you may be too hard on yourself. You may be not giving yourself enough credit. So definitely be easier on yourself, and be open to whatever is coming in for you, or at least to the possibility that it isn't bad or dangerous.
That's true. There's also in this card, there's like a sign of healing. So it's definitely like you're putting the pieces back together, like that's what you are, aligning your life. Nice. And then I think Jodi put up her question. She's our last one. What up? I am in a good space, says Jodi. I'm on my path of teaching and healing, but my romantic life and past loves have been way off. Do you feel any shift or movement in romance department? Teachers need love too.
Definitely. Teachers deserve love. Okay. Oh. Lordy mercy. So I got this 9 of Pentacles for you on this side, where this woman has got the dove on her hand and those 9 pentacles, and she's walking this solitary path right toward that big, full moon. And so this is definitely a time of being alone, perhaps, and collecting all of the pentacles for yourself, or coming into your power, your whatever it is that fulfills you. To me, the dove on her hand represents like your connection to your higher self, to source, to spirit, and the moon is just sort of the way it's just looming, and it's all of that intuition and those emotions and all of the things that have just been growing with time. So there's the 10th pentacle waiting for you, though. It's definitely there, and you'll get to it. But really enjoy these 9 while you're on this path, because the thing is, and Malia, I don't know if Malia is still in here. We were talking about this last night in our reading, Malia. The thing is, you kind of can become wistful about the time when you're alone in your life, or going down that solitary path. Once you're not solitary and everything starts flooding in, you can look back and really, although you may have felt lonely at the time, you really can look back and miss those times of being just you, the universe, and your higher self, and manifesting. That's really a great time. And you'll have the time for you'll have the time for your 10th pentacle to come in and the soulmate to come in. So try to really enjoy this last bit of alone time as well.
And from this deck, you got the Star Mother. And the question is, how can you mother yourself? Like, how can you take care of yourself right now? Yeah. So we hope that that resonates with you, Jodi. I'm trying to feel into it a little bit more too.
And there's definitely more coming for you. I mean, with this Nine of Pentacles, can you hear me okay still? I had to take my earphones off.
Yeah.
There's definitely more coming for you still, Jodi. I mean, we don't see this part that you're definitely right on a solitary path here, but that moon to me is representing all the things which are hidden that still remain to be revealed for you. So don't feel hopeless because you're alone. Like I said, just really enjoy this time. That's really what I feel for you is that you want to do is just enjoy it. And it's going to really be a time you look back on. And instead of remembering maybe the loneliness or the longing, you're going to remember all of the good things. So enjoy them while you're in them.
Yeah, I think this is actually a beautiful time, like for you. And I think sometimes it can get pretty lonely. But I also feel so like with the Star Mother, there's something important about this card. Actually, this is what I was waiting for this message to come through. So Mother Mary, right? She, what we know of her is that like it was like an immaculate conception, right? And what we don't know is the other side of the story, which is that her and Joseph were actually awakened beings. They were like ascended masters themselves. And so they actually created the child together without having to have sexual intercourse. Like this is a possibility, but we just have completely forgotten. But in the past, like Atlantis, Lemuria, like ascended masters are able to like create life through like it's basically tantric meditation. Like that's how you are able to create life. And so if you focus on attracting like that kind of like high vibration partner, such as like Mother Mary, right? Like she had a mission to complete, then I think it'll come to you. Just period. It'll come to you.
Epic.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Cool.
I love that.
Yeah, cool. Thank you guys for helping out in the chat. Thank you to the moderators, Danny and Joan. Thank you for being in here. Adrian, thanks guys for hanging out. Everybody that's in here and everybody that donated, like you have no idea how much we appreciate it. It helps us a lot. And then I feel amazing to be able to help you guys and do this for you. So thank you.
Yeah, it felt really on point for you guys. And I hope that you got a lot of healing from this. It was really a pleasure. So thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Kitty, Jennifer, Advin, Malia, Starseed, Adrian. Yeah. Okay, guys. So we're gonna go, and I will. I'll be live tomorrow for my daily. When are you planning on doing your readings? I know you were mentioning that earlier.
Yeah, I've got recordeds that I'm committed to, and I've got some personals pretty much throughout the day. I'm not going to be doing those generals that I was mentioning probably until Sunday. But they will be coming up soon, guys. For those of you who are waiting for my generals to come up on the channel, they will be soon in the next few days.
Cool.
Love you guys.
So
Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week and a good weekend. And we'll see you all very soon. Thanks for
we'll be back soon.
Yeah.
We won't be strangers.
Okay. All right. Satnam, you guys.
Bye, guys.